Well, here we are at the end of the 8th day, and I'm going to try and just do one little blog per day so that when we come to putting it all together for one blog, it's not going to be 50 minutes long. So what I ate today, I had 4 pieces of bacon. I really wasn't that hungry, and that's okay. I have had 3 coffees, which I suppose is also fine. I have only just eaten in the last 15 or so minutes, and it is, oh golly, hang on. Oh, for heaven's sake, what's the time? Can't even rely on your Apple Watch. Hang on. It is 9:05. So I only ate within the last half an hour. So I made it pretty much all day. I have had 3 of these bubblies, but you know what? It's got no nasties in it, so I'm fine. For dinner, I had 2 eggs and a burger patty, and I put some garlic powder in the beef mince, just to add a little bit of flavour. Obviously, I put a lot of salt on it. In other news today, I found out that I can actually get up from where I'm sitting here, and in fact my chair that I roll around on the house all day, well, not all day, and from the toilet, I can actually get up without using my walking stick. So that's new. So I am now going to incorporate that into maybe doing 5 of those every day for the next week. And I've been given the mobility because I've been given less pain. I'm going to take that and expand on it. I'm going to take the mobility I've been given and I'm going to use it to my advantage. Thank you. And, who knows what will happen next week? No idea. But that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to do that once a day, every day. Do 5 little stand up, sit down, stand up, sit down. Other than that, I had a glorious weigh-in. If you haven't seen my first weigh-in, I suggest you go and have a look at it. Yeah, it's quite mind-blowing, to be honest. I will leave thee in peace, and the next vlog will be coming up in just a second. Hi everyone, it's sort of, let me see, it's about 6:15 in the evening here on day 9. I just had 2 eggs with a bit of cream and butter scrambled for my breakfast. And I haven't had anything, well, I've had a coffee, I've had 2 bubbly waters and a couple of coffees, and yeah, I've got a piece of pork roasting in the oven. I've also got my very first batch of bone broth going. I don't quite know how that's going to go because I'm not sure it's going to be the right bone. It's not the sort of bones that I've seen before. I might just, hey, look, at the end of the day, it may just make stock, which is good. I did 5 stand-ups last night, and I stood up without leaning on anything, and yeah, that sort of went all right. But I forgot about what happens the next day, in that I had a bit of workout pain. So yeah, I'm a bit stiff and iffy today, and yeah, I'm mood-wise, I'm a bit panicky today, like anxiety kind of deal, and I'm just generally in a bad mood, like really bad mood. This would be the day that everybody just leaves me alone, but that, yeah, feeling a bit not flat, because I've got a mood on me, that's for sure. So I'm low but bad low. So I'm hoping that I feel a bit better tomorrow. I mean, who knows? Nothing else really to report. No, just getting on with it, I suppose. I mean, it's my husband's got the ketone strips, so I'm going to do that tomorrow morning to see what's happening with ketosis, because yeah, I mean, still not got what I would call the keto flu, like that sort of keto flu that I would usually get, like getting a cold, and I still haven't got that yet. But I don't know, not everybody gets it. I am mindful of my my salt intake and the potassium. Like, I'm every couple of days I have a quarter teaspoon of salt in some water and I just down it. That helps too. It just, I don't know, it just sort of helps a little bit. Other than that, there's not much else to report. No, I think it's because of my mood. I'm just not in a good mood today. Just really not in a good mood. But I think if you can go, I mean, memory serves, I was feeling emotionally wretched on the first night. And pretty much after that, I was okay until today. I'm just like, so I think 2 days out of 9 is not bad to have a emotional sort of low. It's fine. I'm just taking it in my stride as best I can. The kids and my husband are sort of headed for the hills. So, yeah, nothing else to really report. Next one will be coming up in just a second. Hi folks. So there's probably going to be 2 videos. I'll keep them brief. This is day 10. So, okay. I want to talk about ketosis. I may or may not have used one of my little ketone strips. Wow. Yeah, let's talk about ketosis for a second. Damn. Okay, so I'm going to put the image over here. Took a picture of the bottle that the ketone strips come in and my results. Okay. Just like the first week was the biggest first week loss I've ever had on any diet lifestyle change, that is the highest ketosis I have ever been in. Ever. On Tony Ferguson, I was probably, if you look at the image, there's one on the far right. I'll include all of them. On the Tony Ferguson, I was probably between 3 and 4, roughly. Still in ketosis, but that's where I was. I made it to the next level up when I went on a ketogenic diet, but what you're seeing now is the highest level of ketosis I have ever been in. Ever. Now, I'm clearly in ketosis. I didn't get the flu-like symptoms this time. There were other things, mood-wise, I guess. The only thing I did different this time was the fact that I was mindful of my electrolytes. So, honestly, I think there's definitely some merit in that. If you are researching going on the carnivore diet, and if you come across any videos that say electrolytes and why they're important, how to lessen the symptoms of keto flu, electrolytes, listen hard, folks, because the only difference between all the other times I was in ketosis to this time is that I have been very mindful of my electrolytes. And I would say that that has got a lot to do with it. So if you are suffering
with that like cold-like symptoms, or you feel like you're run down, you feel like you've got a cold, get those electrolytes into you, folks. I'm telling you, it's going to help. It's going to help, because apart from maybe feeling moody, which yesterday, wow, I was moody. But in terms of those usual symptoms that you can get, I haven't noticed any of the really bad ones that I did get before. When I first went on the ketogenic diet, see, I didn't even get that when I was on Tony Ferguson. When I went on the ketogenic diet, oh yeah, you betcha, I got keto flu. Whoa! But I pushed through it. But why? If you can alleviate those symptoms by making sure your electrolytes are okay, why suffer? I'm just saying. Yeah, so look into that, folks. It'll be well worth your while. Hello, here we go. It's the 10th. So today I've had 2 coffees. I'm on my 3rd bubbler, lime flavour. I can't say I have a favourite yet. Not yet. But they are becoming quite the drink for me. I'm enjoying them immensely. For breakfast, I don't know if you can call it breakfast, but that's what I wanted and that's what I had. I made pork, a roast pork, yesterday, and I had some for dinner last night, and I had some pork crackling. I put some spare pork crackle. We're talking real pork crackling now. We're not talking the pork rinds. I'm talking real pork crackling, okay? Salted, of course. And I separated them into 4 pieces, and I put them in a container, and I said to my husband and the kids, if you want any, I've left some for you. Well, this morning it was untouched. So when I saw that, I'm like, yeah, it sounds like a really good idea to me. I had pork crackle as my first meal. It was salty, it was fatty, it was crunchy, it was flippin' delicious. And then I just proceeded to have my coffee and my bubbly, and haven't had anything until now. And it's like, I've only just finished, so I've had my dinner within the last half an hour, and it's 8:30 at night. So what did I have for dinner? I had more pork, because I packaged it up and off we went. One of the things I noticed this morning when I woke up was that my bladder wasn't bursting. That was nice, because usually when I've been waking up since I started this, mad hair you get for free, usually when I've been starting this in the mornings, it's like, I gotta get to the loo, and my bladder's been like bursting. But this morning wasn't so bad. Pretty happy about that. The pain is bit by bit getting less and less. It's not huge amounts, but it is getting less and less and less. My mood this morning, whoo, Nelly. I don't know if this is a mood or not. Perhaps you'd like to comment below and let me know. But I'm sick of unnecessary BS. Is that a mood? Is that classified as a mood? Just sick and tired of unnecessary BS. Yeah, let me just put this behind my ears. I look like a mad scientist. I'm far from a scientist. But, my mood lifted this afternoon. I'm actually feeling quite great, quite good, mood-wise. Seeing that ketone strip, ooh, that was really something. I'm like, okay, I know I'm in ketosis. I could feel that I was in ketosis, but I didn't know I was in that much of a ketosis kind of deal. So, yeah, that was really something. So, I mean, I feel great. My bone broth is still going. I'm not sure how good it's going to go. I don't know. I don't think it's the right bones. I don't know. We'll see. I don't know. It just doesn't smell right to me. Maybe it's just me. But we'll see. At the very least, I've made a nice stock that can just be frozen. And, you know, if my husband wants to make anything or the kids want to make anything and they need stock, they'll have stock. And it'll be good stock. So, win-win. That's about it. I haven't got much else to report, really. I'm chilling. Just taking things easy. I might do 6 sit-ups and sit-downs this evening. And tomorrow I've got some things that are a little bit more physical for me to do. Obviously I'll be rolling around on a chair because that's just how I can't walk around for long periods of time, like at all. But yeah, I'm close to, it's going to change. I can feel it. It's going to change towards the positive side of things. Yeah, I'm just feeling good. I can't complain, really. Not really. Yeah, feeling good. So tomorrow's vlog will be coming up in just a second.
Greetings, everyone. Well, I've just had dinner and yeah, it took me a little while to prepare it. I may have discovered the secret of Carnivore cannelloni. Put some pictures in for you to have a look at. I had 3, and they were probably about a couple of inches long and maybe about an inch wide, wrapped in bacon. I had to add some butter to it because it was sort of lean bacon. My husband pulled out the wrong one, but that's okay. And the beef is, I'm going to have to start getting him to get the slightly fattier mince if I can. But yeah, I've had a couple of coffees today, a couple of bubbly waters. For breakfast, I just had a 2-egg scrambled egg thing with a little dash of cream and some butter, salt, of course. I actually made a point of having some, a quarter of a teaspoon of the light salt that's got the potassium in it. Just felt like I needed it. I do it every couple of days, every other day, every couple of days. My body tends to tell me. And I woke up a little heavy-headed and sort of like foggy. It's just sort of felt foggy above there. So I had that like a shot, maybe in about 200 mils of water, iced water, and just knocked it back. And perked me up no end, tell ya. My bladder was heavy this morning, but that's okay. What else was there was something else I was going to mention too. Maybe I should do a trigger warning. I'm about to talk about some toilet stuff. This is just a true account, and it's an honest question. Because I suppose that bloating has gone away, you know, we've got your number 1s and your number 2s. So number 2s was pretty much non-existent today. And I'm just wondering if that's normal. Could I get a comment below? I'm just wondering if that's normal. I mean, I suppose it might be, because my system's still trying to get used to all of this, and, you know, I'm suddenly eating considerably less because I don't need to eat more. But yeah, please, if you've got any answers for me, stick a comment in the comment box. I'd love to know. Other than that, you know, I've been feeling okay. I feel great. You know, I can't complain. I did 6 sit-ups and sit-downs last night. I upped it by 1. The knee pain is a little bit less again today. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I'd say my knee pain, 10 being, oh my God, it's so painful. Yeah, so on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say it's probably about a 7 knee pain.
Everywhere else still needs a bit of work, but the knee pain is considerably less. And that's at the end of day 11, so God knows what's going to happen next. I'm really enjoying this journey, because it's like every day's a new thing, and you discover something else, and it's teaching me also to, listen to my body as well. It's really quite a remarkable process. It encompasses an awful lot of things, and yeah, it's not just about the intake of food, reducing the carbs. There's the other things, the listening, how, I don't know, I can't explain it really. It's that whole being in tune with your body. It's like, because you've taken out everything else, your body is working in a very specific way. And I know this may sound really strange, but it's like it's easier to listen to your body because you've cut out everything else. You can listen to your body a little bit better because you haven't got all the noise of all the other foods that cause the inflammation, and all the sugar. So yeah, so that's my little vloggerette for today. I guess the next one will come up in just a second. Well, okay, so we are on day 12. Not much to report really, except that when I did get up this morning, didn't feel hungry, didn't feel like eating, so I didn't. I may have had 3 coffees. I'm on my second bubbly water now. I've had some dinner. I had barbecue chicken from a rotisserie chicken from Costco, and I basically headed straight for the legs, which I don't normally do, but I did this time. And they're the more sort of like greasier, fattier things. I've had a little bit of the breast meat, but not much. I had the 2 legs and maybe half of one breast, and I'm good. Let me see, was there anything unusual that happened today? No. Just a typical, normal day. Nothing to report, except, maybe there is just a little bit less pain in my legs again today. The pain I'm feeling is in the top front of the legs, and that's because I've been doing the sit-up, sit-down things. But I definitely know the difference between the pain. It's not the usual pain that I've been living with all these years. It's a different pain. It's the, oh my God, you've just done a workout kind of pain. You know, that muscle ache, which means you just got to keep doing it and do it again until it doesn't hurt. So yeah, it's a very different pain. Very, very distinct and very different. I feel good. I feel like I'm just, going along with the flow. My husband bought me a pork belly with the skin on it, and I've actually cut that up into sort of like cubes, and they're in the freezer. But I want to see what that's like, just to have a couple of those for breakfast, because honestly, as expected, I just this morning did not want to eat. Wasn't hungry. So I went with it. It was as simple as that. So at least I've got the pork belly there. I'm not heating up the whole oven for 2 pieces of pork belly. I'd rather use the air fryer for that. Put salt on all 6 sides. 6. Sorry, fogginess still there, folks. So, if I salt the pork on each side and, air fryer that, I could end up with a nice, satiating, meaty, fatty kind of breakfast, which will see me through, well and truly see me through. Other than that, I feel fine, I feel great. There's just, yeah, I'm looking forward to the weigh-in. Looking forward to the weigh-in. And so here we are on Friday already. I don't know where the weeks are going, but dang, they're going quick. The days are going quick. Weeks going. We're almost at the end of week 2. It's like nuts. It's going quickly. Anyway, tomorrow's will be coming up in just a second. Hello, everyone. So here we are, the end of day 13. I'm being a good girl. I'm writing stuff down so I don't forget. So I have this little notepad next to me all day, so that I can actually write down exactly as things happen, and then I can make a point of mentioning it when I talk to you guys. So today I've had 3 bubblies. I've had 3 coffees. For breakfast, you has no idea how well the pork belly cubes, they turned out real good in the air fryer. I mean, beyond what I thought. So I cut up, I think I mentioned in the previous day that I cut it all up, put it into cubes. So I just put 2 in. I could probably get away with maybe having maybe 3 or 4 of them. I mean, they're not very big. They're probably about, so big. About an inch by an inch by an inch. But yeah, I just, all sides I put salt, and then just stuck them in the air fryer on 190 degrees. I don't know whether that's, don't ask me if that's C or F. I have no idea. I can't remember things like that. Not right now, anyway. And I did that for 20 minutes. And, halfway through, you turn them around. Oh, they came out, mwah! They were so good. So, so good. I honestly would rather have pork crackle like that than you can get these packets of pork rinds, whatever you call them, and they look like they're sort of like puffed up pieces of pork rind. Honestly, for taste, I would rather make my own. I really would. And even the like bacon bits, I would just rather make my own. I'd rather get a packet of bacon, cut it up, and fry it within an inch of its life. Then I get bacon grease out of it, which is liquid gold, and win-win. I would honestly, rather than just endless packets of stuff, because I'm just trying to get away from that. So I would rather just make it myself. Then it's done with. Now, my husband bought this cut of meat today, Girello, sort of around the bum end of a beefer, and it wasn't exactly a fatty cut, but any excuse to put more butter on things, am I right? So, I just put butter all over it. I had 4 slices full. I am chockers. So I'm finishing my day off with a bubbly. Something I've noticed about my skin. The skin on my legs has always been quite dry and flaky. And that's even with moisturizing the living daylights out of it. But I noticed last night that it's starting to look as if it's self-moisturizing. Does that make any sense? Honestly, with this carnivore lifestyle, it's healing you from the inside, basically. So it would be natural that, and my skin has been I've been having bouts of greasiness. Again, that's all part of it. I know that. I got that on the ketogenic diet. Not a stranger to it. I'm fortunate that I live in Queensland. It gets really humid up here, which is wonderful for the skin, my dears. So I'm all for it. I'm living for it. So, yeah, I'm still doing my sit-ups, the 6 stand-up, sit-downs. I'm going to leave it at 6 now until the end of the week. We're only on Saturday. So starting Monday, I'll probably go up to 7. Pain in the knees is getting less and less and less. It's just slowly getting less and less and less and less. I've also noticed that with my teeth, even with all the toothpastes and the mouthwashes and all the things in the world that you can do to your teeth to get rid of tartar and build up and stuff like that, I've actually noticed that when I'm brushing my teeth, the build-up is actually coming off a lot easier. And I've also noticed that the build-up isn't there as much. So I guess we could put that down to sugars in the diet. Just saying. Anyway, I'm going to go. I've had a good day. I feel good. I cannot complain. There's actually nothing to complain about. So, yeah, see you tomorrow. I'm going to do the video a little bit early today. Nothing really that much to report, really. I've had a couple of bubblies today, a couple of coffees. I'll probably have one more bubbly before the day's finished. I had three pieces of the pork belly in the air fryer. Now, two things that happened with my youngest son today, which I found rather interesting. He was in the kitchen last night doing the dishes, and he caught me doing my sit-ups, stand down things, and I have my hands up when I'm doing them so I don't lean on anything. And he was in the kitchen doing the dishes, and he could see me out here, and he was like, "What?" And he came out just as I was finishing the last two. He went, "What?" And I remained standing for the last one, and he came up to me and he gave me a hug and he said, "Mum, I'm so proud of you." I went, "Thank you, son. I told you I'd be moving mountains this year, and I'm gonna stick to that." He said this morning that seeing me do that actually inspired him, and it looks like he's sort of leaning towards not going all in to a carnivore diet. Obviously, I would never, for a young kid, I wouldn't necessarily say that he should. But, you know, I've suggested that the first thing he does is cut out the 4 evil carbs. You know, the bread, the pasta, the rice, and the potatoes. I said, if you can show me a commitment in cutting out those, then we can have a chat. So, yeah. So, you know, we're coming to the end of the 14th day. Weigh-in is tomorrow, and I can't wait. I'm so looking forward to it. So I will end this video as I will end every video. I will tell you to be kind to those around you, but please remember to always be kind to yourself.